Here in the Caribbean, we celebrate our rich and diverse heritage every day in every pot. The story of our shared experiences is told in every bite of our favorite dishes. Join us as we explore Caribbean cuisine, where every dish is simply local.
Hello everyone, and we're back in the kitchen. Carnival is right around the corner, and I know we're cutting out the snacks, we're cutting out the treats, but I have a great recipe for you right now. It is a snack. Insert, Nessa Preppy over here. It's a really quick, fun recipe. We're gonna make some baked spiced plantain chips with a fresh homemade salsa. Not only is this recipe delicious, quick, and you get to take all the credit, it's also vegan and gluten-free if that's your prerogative. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do this really quickly. So right now I have here some beautiful plantains. They're kind of in between. They're not green, they're not super overly sweet and ripe. If you do want to do this with a ripe plantain to get that kind of sweetened taste, go right ahead. But these are the ones we're working with today. So I'm just going to peel these, just like so. There we go. And I love a plantain, and these are better. They always say the plantain chips are better for you than like potato chips or some of the other like corn chips and stuff like that, because it's a complex carb. These are all things I learned from Megan, of course. But it's a complex carb, meaning that it doesn't go straight into, it doesn't convert straight into sugar. Yes. So I'm just gonna cut these super thin. If you have a mandolin, which is, those ones that go like this, by all means, please go ahead and use it. But I'm gonna do it by hand and just slice these really thinly. Okay, so I have all my plantains here chopped up. They're nice and thin. So now I'm going to just get these ready for the oven. So here I have my cuisine soybean oil, and I'm going to coat these with the oil. Now, mind you, I know what you're thinking. I thought this was supposed to be, healthy, all this kind of stuff. Trust me, baking the plantain chips will always be a lighter option than frying these plantain chips. The oil is gonna simply be used to crisp the surface of the plantain chips rather than every square inch internally of the plantains actually getting like absorbed with the oil. Add a bit more. I'm going to continue to toss these. You want to be kind of gentle with them. If you did a good job in chopping these up nice and thin, then they would be a bit fragile. And next, I'm going to just coat these with some salt. And then here I have my baking sheet here that I prepared with just a bit of foil. And one last oil trip with my cuisine soybean oil. Just going to brush it right onto the foil. That way we be sure that our plantain chips get into our bowl and into our tummies and not remain on the foil. There we go. And I'm just going to pour these right on to our foil. And then you're just gonna push them out into one even layer, just so that all the plantain chips have an equal chance of getting nice and crispy and close to the heat. So I have my oven behind me. It's preheated at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna throw these in there for about 8 minutes, and then we're gonna take a look and see how they're coming along. So my plantain chips in the oven getting nice and golden brown and crispy. So in the meantime, I'm gonna make a dip. I'm the kind of person who, if there's chips, I am always like looking for something to dip it into. I'm like kind of a, I'm really like that. So if I'm gonna try to find a dip that's a little bit of a healthy option, I'm gonna make my own sort of Mexican Trini style salsa. So I have here some tomatoes that I've chopped up into just little pieces. I took most of the flesh and the seeds out, and I just kind of diced it up. And right now I have some red onions. I prefer to use red onions when I'm doing salsas and in a raw form. Next, I'm gonna add some sweet peppers. If you want, you can swap the sweet peppers for a jalapeno. but for some reason I couldn't find any in my market today. So I just used a little bit of sweet pepper instead. I'm a big sweet pepper fan, so that's all right with me. Then next, I'm gonna put some shredded benny. So for Mexican salsa, there's always cilantro, and you know, shredded benny is almost just like a way stronger version of cilantro. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of shredded benny just to give it that, you know, extra green, delicious taste. Then here I have a little bit of chilies that I've chopped up. These are pickled chilies. These are quite spicy. They're Asian chilies. So that's gonna give me my pepper. I don't need any more pepper sauce after that. And then adding a little bit of salt, some black pepper. And then to tie this entire salsa together, we need a little bit of acid. So I have some lemon here. Just gonna squeeze this right in. And just toss it all together. And you can kind of look at a salsa as almost like a replacement for a salad. So technically you're having chips and salad, right? Because this is 100% vegetables, just a little bit of salt and lemon juice. And it's so pretty and so beautiful. And let me tell you something, when you put this in like a nice plastic container that seals really well, let this sit for about 2 days, the flavors are gonna be so well melded together. It's good right now, but if you add a little bit of salt and just let that thing sit, it's gonna be so delicious later on. All right, folks, and there is my salsa. Very delicious, bright, fresh, exactly how we should be eating right now. 2020, let's get it together. And I'm gonna go check on my plantain chips. You guys, it's snack time, my favorite time of the day. Oh, so excited for this. Our plantain chips came out the oven. They're super crispy and delicious, and it has like a nice sweetness to it. The salt really hits it super well. It's like cheat day, but not even really a cheat day. I have some actual seasonings here at the side that I'm gonna sprinkle on top of these chips. Just, you know, add a little bit more flavor. So a little bit garlic powder, a little onion powder, some black pepper, and a little bit of salt. And a lot of the times with these snacks nowadays, tons of MSG, tons of things that may not make you feel very good, lots of things you can't pronounce. And I mean, I can pronounce everything that I see right in front of my face here. So I'm gonna take a little dip and chip. So good, so easy, so satisfying. Everything here comes from Mother Nature. Really delicious. Don't worry guys, I'm not gonna go complete health nut on you, but sometimes you have to give nature, or you have to give Jack his jacket. And nature's name is Jack. Special thanks to Cuisine for making snack time happen for me today. Cuisine products can be found at Massey stores nationwide. And if you've been enjoying eatahfood and Simply Local, please be sure to subscribe. We appreciate your viewership and we love building a community with you. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.